Hey gas mask collectors, the gas mask artillery boy here, and today we're going to be doing a not gas mask review, but a accessory to it, and I think people should buy more of these. Now, if you all know, this is the C420, but the company behind this, well, it's made by Giat Industries. Let's begin talking about this. Now, there are multiple companies of it, including Draeger, Scott, a lot of more famous, well, pretty much every gas mask developers or every gas mask manufacturers always may work getting a C420 or a gas mask blower. This one, on the other hand, is made by Giat Industries. Yeah, this one right here. Now, this is used for the British Army, and let's begin talking about the actual company themselves. The company was funded in the early 1970s, 1973. Now, during in possibly the 2000s, they very much not going pretty well. So they decided having very much succeeded to Nexter. Yes, that's actually, if you very much type up Giat Industries, you actually get the Nexter company. Let's talk about the blower itself. But the blower itself is very much kind of basic. Now, as I say kind of basic, and I mean it's alright. Because this one, on the other hand, if you're going for a battery very much of using of 3 powers, or very much to higher the level of air, you're going to get that at all. But it has a green light indicator for it to be turning on. It was beeping a little. It's weird. Let's go with a 40mm threads to put on the filters. You can put Gauss filters on there, but I don't really. If you're using the FP5 filters, but the other filters, not so much. Let's go talk about the two sides. This part on the left, this is where you put the battery in there. Now, paying batteries are quite expensive, and I'm talking about like pretty much $100. So, pretty much the best thing to do is to get this, the BK. Now, this is for like an adapter to GPS, but you can actually use this as the blower. Which, if you actually use that, because you can, it's much more useful because you could put better batteries. They're actually paying cheaper on the batteries. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a little silly to it, but it gets the job done. Let's talk about the one on the right. The one on the right. This is possibly an optional piece, but if you're wearing like a plate carrier, I think it's a better piece to use. So this piece is for a cable cord. So you can have this turned on automatically without having to reaching up there to very much pulling on the switch. You know, if I can find that cable, I can do an update on there. Which, I'm going to use that. And also the cover for it, for that whole hose. Now, the back on it, this has very much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belt loops. You can very much use belt loops or a pouch that I own, or a pouch, we'll get to that later, to actually put it on there. And of course, you got the company right here, the stamp. And this thing is very much Giat Industries France. And that's actually, I'm not sure about that, but maybe that might be the date number, but look at that. That's the date there. And it's very much called Compact Air Supply Unit, C420. Now, let's get to the pouch. Let's get to the hose itself, which The hose, I think it's kind of a rather of a mixed bag, but if you very much get a cover for it, it's not really a big deal. This thing can pretty snag on very good, and it has a four sticking out, so you can very much have an easier way to put on the mask and put it on the mask easier. Again, it's only usage for NATO threaded masks, not GOST filtered or GOST threaded masks. So yeah, if you're going to use some Soviet masks, you might as well just use a Soviet hose. I don't think an adapter would work. Yes, I actually saw those online. Let's get to the pouch itself. Yeah, after I bought the adapter battery, I decided to buy myself the pouch for it. But the one I have was very much made by Armored and Paraclete. Yeah, or let's go. And it's quite a bit of a better pouch, I think. Yeah, because you don't really need a lot of fixes at all or a lot of modding at all. But yes, the one I have is the Paraclete Armored and Equipment Inc. And I think that's quite a rather good pouch. It's a rather simple pouch. Of course, the actual problem that I have, which I think it's not really a big deal, it's rather more of a minor complaint, this thing does not have a snap-on buttons, and the ones that we all know and love. Instead, it's this. You pull it down and then very much have these loops at all. But yes, I think the whole thing is quite good, fits snugly on it. And you can very much put it on a plate carrier or very much an assault vest, which we're going to try out on the plate carrier. And let me show you what it looks like with this on. First of all, you pull the top flap out, you put the blower in. Now, there's the blower there. Take the hook parts, or the Velcro hooks, on the side first, then you put this right on top of it. And voila, now you need to do is put the filters on there, and then you're good to go. Let me go put it on a plate carrier first. Cut to transition. Well, here we go. We got it on there. Yes, this is in a plate carrier that it's from the IBA, or the Interceptor body armor. Now, it actually attaches to, as I mentioned, the assault vests. Now, I'm going to be testing this with a mask that I think is rather common to put on all the time, because it's rather more expensive-wise. Let's begin. And I will do the other masks in a separate video. Let's begin. As you can see, both tests, the one with the plate carrier is actually kind of a little too hard to get by, even reach it to the back of it. So I think I might have to buy a plate carrier to it and maybe test it that. And of course, would like to get the cable cord to attach it there, because it's actually more easier for it. And of course, the assault vest is quite easier. As you can quite know from the vest I have was the 6SH116. It actually attached it onto the side of the vest, really much of the back side, pretty much, yeah, the back side of the vest, and would attach it there. But I think it's quite a really good blower. So what's the final verdict rating? I think it's rather good, solid 10 out of 10 score. Well, despite its flaws like the hose, again, it very much can caught up there, but I can get used to that. And very much using of 2 filters. I think it's quite a good, rather a good blower, and actually an accessory piece for your mask. If you don't have the molly patches and really don't want to use the molly pouch or don't have one, you can actually attach it to the belts loops. So basically, it already knows, it actually kind of much more solved its problems. So that wraps up the French with the Giat Industries C420 blower. Make sure you give it a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Untitled Boy, and I'm signing out.